home has to be taken care of. If that's the case, then just go to work and don't worry about nothing else, and then let your kids raise themselves, because that's what y'all doing now anyway. Give them an iPad, sit them in front of it, and then see what you get. Because that's what's going on now. That's what we're seeing now. We're seeing the fruits of that labor now in the new upcoming generation, and it's not looking good. Hey guys, we are back with another video. Enough said with Meet the Simmons. Today we have a video from tonight's conversation. Really good topic. Let's jump right in.
2 years now. My stepfather has no issue with digging in his pocket anytime my mother say, "Hey, Wendell, can I get this?" He don't have a problem. However, that's because when my stepfather come home, he don't touch nothing. There's food at the table. It's warm. She treats him like a husband. Exactly. But nowadays, women just think that, hell no. If you me, all I gotta do is, that's it. That's what a lot of women think. I'm cute. I got a pretty face. All I gotta do is, that's it. And I'm going to get that. But then you want to be treated like a wife. You can't have that. That's why I'm saying when you said, I'm from D.C., from piggybacking off of what you said, as far as paying the bills, that shit needs to solely be for the woman who helps provide and do all of that stuff for you too, because you confuse a lot of these girls out here thinking that all I got to do is f*** them. Because like you say, and I get my bills paid. No.
Well, wife, you've been in this situation before where I was working full-time, paying all the bills, and you were home. So you tell me, what's the dealio here?
I am annoyed by a few things when it comes to today's modern woman. We play this game where we want to be traditional 1 minute, and then we don't want to be traditional the next minute. We play this double dutch, jump in, jump out, this seesaw thing that we're doing. I have no clue what the heck we're doing. I just don't. I am a traditional feminine woman. I stand by traditional feminine values. I don't hide it. I don't mince words. And I've read comments. I've heard people talk. I hear people talk on my job. I read social media. I will say this. For the modern woman, I know we're Miss Independent. We don't need a man. We've got everything that we could ever want. We're hoorah doing everything that we want to do. I get all that. We've got opportunities. We can't be stopped. Can't stop, won't stop, whatever. We're doing all this stuff. I get that. But y'all are on my nerves, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you want to have traditional values when it suits you. Then you want to be Miss Independent. You don't need a man when it suits you. It's confusing. Chivalry makes me happy. I will cook, clean, do everything that I can do to serve my husband. I am a submissive woman who follows a strong male leader because I need that. So yes, a traditional feminine woman is what our society needs, because I'm looking at the chaos of these women that are out of pocket and out of control, and I'm not impressed. If it was actually doing something for us as a society, if we were actually advancing, if we were actually moving forward, I would be cool with it. I think what we don't understand is that the female nature is very chaotic, and we do need to be under the leadership of a man. Does it mean that we are less than? No, no one ever said that. I don't know why we're taking it that way. So all I'm just saying is all this modern stuff that we're doing, what is it really doing for us as a gender? How is it helping our culture and our race advance? What are we really moving forward? It looks like we're moving 25 steps back.
I think I'll bring it down to another level here. One of the reasons we started this channel is that these two extremes. You have the traditional and then you have the ultra non-traditional. In our marriage relationship over 22 years, there was almost a 10-year period where she didn't work. And
I loved it.
And we're going back to that.
Because I love it.
Yeah. So you've been working for the last 5-6 years or so, and it's not working for us. I don't like it. I don't like my wife being tired. I don't like my wife always being just wore out all the time, and I don't like it. So guess what? She's coming home. We can do that. As a man in my 40s who has done the work, I can bring my wife home. But most of you people watching this, according to our demographics, are from 20 to 35. Y'all still grinding out here, man. Because the truth of the matter is 80% of Americans, both parents work.
But it's like you want to be independent, but you want to be kept. That's where I'm really confused. You want to be independent. You want to run everything. Okay, if that's what you want, then have what you want. But then on the other hand, you want to be kept. So which is it? Mm-hmm. So we're playing this game. I want to be what I want to be in the next 5 minutes, but I might change my mind again. Mm-hmm. And since when is it embarrassing, or since when is it beneath us to want to be a traditional woman and take care of your man and mm-hmm. take care of your house and your kids? Since when is that degrading? I'm an educated woman. I've had very successful careers. Mm-hmm. But my happiest is being in the traditional model. I want to be home, taking care of my family. That's where I find the most joy. That's where my body and my mind is the healthiest. Yep. And it doesn't make me less than. It doesn't make me, oh, you just old school. Oh, you just, no. That's where I'm the happiest. And if you are a woman and you are a stay-at-home mom, kudos to you. Take care of your family.
And I've seen women, shame other women for
I
being
was one of those.
Moms. Like there's some kind of downgrade. Like I couldn't stay at home. I couldn't just be around. Like, I mean, what that is the most pure thing you can do. I mean, look at when our society was that. When women were home and the husband were working, that's when we had the least crime. Yeah. The least out-of-wed mothers, the least dropouts. Like, if you look at statistically speaking, we were at our best then. And then when everybody started going to work and the kids were latchkey, we're both latchkey kids.
Right.
And that generation, we started to fall off. I think that a lot of people they get so worked up about a woman staying at home because they feel like, well, he can just walk off and leave you. He can just, you got to choose the right man. And you got to choose the right situation. And there's no perfect situation. You got to work at it. You want to go to work every day? That's fine. But home has to be taken care of. If that's the case, then just go to work and don't worry about nothing else, and then let your kids raise themselves, because that's what y'all doing now anyway. Give them an iPad, sit them in front of it, and then see what you get. Because that's what's going on now. That's what we're seeing now. We're seeing the fruits of that labor now in the new upcoming generation, and it's not looking good. I see a lot of guys on there. I'm never getting married.
Don't get married.
That is your choice.
Anybody asking you to?
That's your choice.
Don't do it.
And like I've said before, I actually understand. Marriage is not what it used to be for men. It's almost a bad deal. Yeah. But if you do want a family, you do want to be a dad that's involved with his kids, then you need to have a traditional marriage. You need to have a marriage where you're down the hall, not down the street.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Makes all the difference.
It makes a difference in a young man's life. You need to be present in the home. Yeah. I get it. You got Zoom, you got all these, but you need to be down the hall, not down the street. And a lot of men think they can be a great father down the street. You can't. You could be okay, but there is nothing like having a father down the hall, because I had that. Yep. And I saw the difference between the guys that I grew up with that didn't have it and did have it. And guess what? We're in two totally different places in our life for the most part. If you don't want to get married, don't have kids. If you don't want to get married, you go ahead and do you your entire life. Don't have children. Because I'm telling you, or if you don't want to be in the home, I'm not even saying you got to be married. I'm not here to tell you that. That's between you and the person you're with. But if you're going to have children, be in the home. Because I'm telling you, if you walk out that door, you are putting your child at every statistical disadvantage that there is. That is proven. So if you're not going to get married and you're not going to be in the home, don't have children. That's all I'm saying. No judgment, no shade. That's all I'm saying.
That's enough said.